Have you ever met those people who are just like, oh, for example, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I just don't know what workout I need to do. You tell them workouts, then they're just like, oh, okay, but now what do I eat? I don't know what to eat. And then you tell them good foods to eat, and they're just like, oh, okay, but now I don't know what time to go to the gym, and it's just a constant um just constant excuses brewing up every single time, instead of just, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym. How come so many people, like even within myself, I try to catch myself whenever I'm doing this, like brainstorming and thinking a whole lot of times is oftentimes the thing that can hold us back. We think that thinking about it and pondering on certain things is actually going to get us better, but it's actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite. I used to do this with myself, right? Even like in stuff in business back then, when there were certain things, I'll do a lot of research. And I'm not saying doing research is bad or anything, but what I'm saying is that when you're doing research, I was doing so much research that I was taking my mind off the actual high effort, high leverage work that I need to do, and the research wasn't the high effort and high leverage work that I needed to do. It wasn't. It was simply just taking action on the task that I needed to do. But sometimes we just research all day. I was researching all day, making myself think I was productive, but I was just trying to make myself busy. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. Being productive is taking action on the high leverage task that's going to push you forward. Being busy is just doing the minute tasks that aren't pushing the needle forward at all, or barely pushing the needle, and focusing on that more, to a point where it takes your mind off the things that you actually need to get done. And that's what I was doing. I don't know why. Like, even sometimes I try to catch myself, because sometimes that same tendency of wanting to do some research on things, and like I said before, research is never bad, but sometimes those tendencies of wanting to do it more, I'm just like, nah, I have to focus on the high leverage task. I have to focus on what's in front of me right here. And with a lot of people that I know, a lot of people just always want to be stuck in the brainstorming or thinking about it phase, researching phase, but never get to the just doing the action phase. And a lot of it has always been with the gym. Like, I can tell, bro, the amount of people that have told me they want to go to the gym, but then they just start brewing up excuses. They just start doing research or thinking about it, and then they end up never going. Like, bro, if you knew you were just going to do a whole bunch of research or just think about it, why even bother saying you were gonna go? Like, bro. And it's happened to me, and I've encountered it so many times, to where I know when somebody's BSing about like doing something. You just tell by their demeanor, the way that they're speaking. I can just tell. So the whole point of this video is that brainstorming was what was holding me back then. And brainstorming and thinking about things holds a lot of people back, because we get stuck in a stage of between thinking that we're doing something but also not taking the action. So we're in the middle. We think we're doing something, but in reality we're not. In reality we're not. So that was something that I had to realize within myself, and I'm not saying, and what I'm saying is that sometimes those thoughts of needing to do more research, needing to do this, is, like I said, still comes up to my mind. But I have to realize, all right, my brain is telling me that I need to do more research, but have I done the high leverage task first? And if the answer is no, then no research. The answer is no research. So many people like to overcomplicate, think about so many things before they've actually even done it. You get, like, people want to think about, oh, how I'm gonna get to doing a muscle up and stuff like that. I'm gonna get to do a muscle up. Bro, you haven't even done a pull up before. You haven't even done a pull up before. Everybody just likes to think of the end goal and the outcome, but no one ever wants to think about the progression and progress into that stage. So it's like, it's kind of similar to what I said in my previous video, or was it other few videos ago, that everybody is just so now minded. Everybody just wants things like now. But I talk more about that in my other video, or my other videos, because I think I've brought that same topic up before a few times. But yeah, I don't know why so many people, they just get caught in the thinking stage. They get caught in the thinking stage, and to be honest, that stage is kind of like procrastinating, because you know the work that's in front of you, you know what you're supposed to do, but you're still choosing to just do more brainstorming, do more thinking, because that it feels productive, but you're not actually pushing the needle forward. It's basically a state of procrastination. And that's the hard truth behind it, that some people aren't ready to face. Because if you tell them that, they'll think you're wrong. They'll think that, oh, no, bro, I'm doing all this research, that they're working so hard and stuff like that. But sometimes the highest leverage task can literally just be you doing something, and like look, let's say for investing, right? Now, I'm not saying, like, still do research before you invest in something, right? Like in the stock market or in a crypto or anything like that. Still do your research, do your due diligence, but it gets to a point to where you're just like, bro, you've done enough research into the thing. Are you going to invest? Are you going to put your money into it? So it's just like, if you've done the research and everything checks out, the only thing you need to do now is just buy the stock or buy the crypto, right? But the thing is that so many people are scared of taking that big leap, because sometimes the highest leverage tasks feel uncomfortable. They don't feel good. So many people try to avoid it by just doing the research and doing the strategic thinking and all of that, because it feels good in the moment. You feel like you're doing something, you feel like you're productive, but in reality, you're not going anywhere. You're just staying stagnant. You're in the middle. You're in the middle. So that's basically the video. Follow me on Instagram. It's literally the same name, Execute Daily. like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with a family or friend that you think will benefit from hearing this video. I'll, like I said, my link to my 90-day tracker is in the comments and in the description. And you guys have a good one. It's literally a beautiful day outside. It's gonna get hotter. It's early in the morning, so there's still like good enough for me to wear a hoodie outside, but it was crazy yesterday. It was like 90. Had my tank top on. Man, it was great. And it's about to be another good day today, like 87, I think. But so let me stop rambling. You guys have a good one. Have a good day, and peace.